You know, I thought I'd come on here and talk a little bit about the Royal Rumble. Uh, Looks like a lot of people have already done that, and there's no whole lot to go over. Uh, Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble. No surprise there. Uh, I think my interesting take is how the crowd reacted to it. Uh, the I hate saying that. The fan base, I refuse to say the WWE Universe because that's like a branded thing they'd like to do, which, the WWE has to brand everything. The whole Twitter shit is something I've never been really crazy about. How every wrestler has a Twitter, and they're starting feuds now on Twitter. I don't have a Twitter. I don't use Twitter, so it's not like, well, I mean, I don't know. So, and they call their fans the WWE Universe, which, that's their way of branding their fans, or the people that watch the product are part of their universe, I guess, instead of just being a fan base. The NFL doesn't do that. Major League Baseball doesn't do that. Even UFC doesn't do that. They don't think that they have to copyright their fans, as ridiculous as that sounds. So, with with that said, uh, they were booing the shit out of that match, and that was just absolute crap the way it ended. So I'm not gonna really go. Maybe down the line I might actually do an actual like review or thoughts because I watched the whole show and I didn't think it was a terrible show. I thought the endings kind of sucked to the show. I mean, it's not the guy I wanted to win, but I can understand why they're gonna pick him, and I'm willing to wait and see what they're gonna do with it. Hopefully, the Roman Reigns character isn't the same Roman Reigns character with the Looney Tunes and the Mickey Mouse jokes, like the John Cena, just with longer hair. Uh, if that's going to happen, that might be bad. But what I really wanted to come on here for was what the WWE is doing very, very good in, and that's NXT. NXT kind of has that indie type feel to its show, and NXT in general has been very good. And it's getting even better, bringing in Kevin Steen as playing the Kevin Owens character, and bringing in Kenta playing Hideo Itami, and Finn Balor. I'm not real sure what he was before, but like they're bringing these guys in and they're putting them right in the mix of things. So I'm gonna go over the last NXT show that I just watched, not even that long ago, from yesterday, and that was the tournament. Right now, they're having this tournament for the NXT title, and the or NXT number one contender. Sami Zayn's the champ, and I imagine if anyone's really watching this vid, they're familiar with NXT really is. I shouldn't have to go into great detail about that because it's just gonna bore everybody. So now these are the last two shows, not just the one. I know what I just said is contradicting, but whatever. I'm just going over the tournament itself. So you have the first tournament match was Finn Balor versus Curtis Axel. Yeah, Curtis Axel. He's doing something, I guess. So this was interesting because Curtis Axel, for the most part, dominated the whole match. And then Finn Balor did his nice little Pele kick and, wins the match with his foot stomp from the top ropes. Finn Balor going over, no problem with that. Obviously, Curtis Axel doesn't have much of a future at this point in his career. So the next match is Hideo Itami versus... Wait, did I say that wrong? No, Hideo Itami versus Tyler Breeze. This match was awesome, for the most part. Tyler Breeze is an original character. It's a character that's been done before, but Tyler Breeze brings a new kind of look to it. And the fact that he that this character, this is larger than life type feel to it, and it's a character that could do well on Raw or SmackDown. Unfortunately, Tyler Breeze, being the size that he is probably never going to get that opportunity as far as I'm concerned, and I just don't see it working. Now, I think the character itself might be reintroduced with somebody else, but Tyler Breeze, obviously, I'm a fan of. I think it's an awesome character, and I've always been a fan of the bad guys in wrestling, the heels, and so pretty much usually if you're a heel, you're always going to be A-okay in my book. So Tyler Breeze and Hideo Itami have, classic match. I'm still not 100% sold on Itami yet. I haven't seen a whole lot from him. Mostly the match, maybe because the guys he's worked with maybe haven't been the best. But, working with the Ascension's not that great as far as, like, their in-ring. It's more about their entrance and their presence is what makes them, really good. It's unfortunate what they're doing to them on Raw, which is just garbage, but turning them into the Legion of Doom 5 or whatever. So, anyways, Hidami picks up the win. I was really hoping Breeze would get the win, but, it sucks that Breeze goes from being real relevant in the NXT title picture to now, who knows, being kind of lost in the shuffle on NXT. So then, last night's show had the next two matches, which was Tyson Kidd versus Adrian Neville, and Jesus Christ, I don't know how many times they're going to put these two guys together, but every time they put these two guys together, it's just awesome. Tyson Kidd is probably one of the better wrestlers on the roster right now. I'm talking about Raw and SmackDown / NXT. I mean, he's really, really good. He has great ring presence, a good veteran instincts, and the story that those two told were, again, in the past, Adrian Neville has gotten the best of Tyson Kidd, but their matches always go very long, and Tyson Kidd knows Adrian Neville just about better than anybody else, but he's never been able to put him away. Neville, for the most part, wins off of Tyson Kidd's mistakes. And that's pretty much what this match was. Tyson Kidd, for the most part, was more of the offensive wrestler. And, he was playing mind games with Adrian Neville like he does in their previous matchups. And there was a sense of desperation by Kidd in this match, trying to, I got to put this guy away. But I don't know what to do. And Tyson Kidd, is coming up with these ideas of how he's going to put this guy away. First of all, Tyson Kidd needs a finisher, an actual finisher, not the sharpshooter. He needs an actual finisher. Now, I know that he's put guys away before with other different types of moves, but he needs a legit finisher with a name called to it as well. And not the sharpshooter. The sharpshooter is not a finisher. It's a submission hold that nobody wins by anymore, except for, obviously, Bret Hart, who's probably dead somewhere. So, this was a very great match as far as their storytelling is concerned. Adrian Neville wins off of the Red Arrow, which is, awesome fucking move. Adrian Neville is very athletic, and just the random round-offs and backflips that he does is just ridiculous, and it's he's hopefully he wins the tournament again. We get to see Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn again, because that would be fucking awesome again, because those guys are awesome. So then came to what was very disappointing, and Baron Corbin versus Bull Dempsey. Now, Bull Dempsey. The thing I like about Bull Dempsey is this character that he has. He calls himself a dying breed. Now, they don't really go into detail of what he actually means by that, but most wrestling fans understand what a dying breed is. He's the old school type looking wrestler. Back in the day, pro wrestlers, for the most part, I mean, they'd work out and that kind of stuff, but they didn't have like bodybuilder like bodies. They were just big men, larger than life, and you know that's what Bull Dempsey is. He's just a very, very large man. And he's going up against another very, very large man in Baron Corbin, who looks like he's got this John Cena package going for him, hopefully. I haven't actually seen too much of him wrestling because all his matches are like half minutes. And that's what this match was. It was a squash match. Bull Dempsey got barely any offense in, and Baron Corbin beat him again, where he beat him 2 weeks ago on NXT. And a little bit of a longer match. The match went maybe like 2 minutes, but at least Bull Dempsey attempted a finisher in that move. This one, he got like zero offense in at all, and Baron Corbin just absolutely squashed him. Now this is unfortunate because they've been building Bull Dempsey up as this human bulldozer, and just to beat him to Baron Corbin like that, who has not really beaten anybody except for Bull Dempsey, is just unfortunate. Now, unless Baron Corbin's going to be this guy who's going to win the NXT title and they're going to do something with him. But the thing with Baron Corbin is he needs a personality, and I just don't see it quite yet. He goes out there and he does like this. He's very quiet, doesn't say much, which is fine. I mean, that can be worked out. But guys that go out there and don't say much usually can back it up in the ring, and I have not seen that from Baron Corbin yet. I don't know. I guess he's a former offensive lineman for the Arizona Cardinals back in like the mid-2000s. I think that's the same guy. So we'll see what they do with Baron Corbin. I'm not going to sit here and say the guy completely sucks because he hasn't wrestled real quite yet. And you know, we'll just play that wait and see approach. But yeah, that was NXT. This is probably the first video I've done in like 6 months. Hopefully I'll get on here and do some more NXT videos if that's what my subscribers want. I think most of my subscribers are just dead accounts at this point, but it still says 64, and it's been 64 subscribers for like a long time now. Yeah, as far as that's concerned, Royal Rumble was pretty much, you know, not much there. I might do a review on the Royal Rumble. I might not at this point, because by this point it's been done by so many other people that are better than I am as far as reviewing shows, and you'd be better off watching one of those. But there's not too many people on here that talk about NXT, so I think I'll be sticking with that. The baseball season's coming around again, so I'll be talking a little bit about that, and I might do a Super Bowl. I don't even know what number they're at, but Super Bowl 2014 between the Seahawks and the Patriots, and break that down. I don't usually make Bronco videos anymore like I did in the past. There's another guy, the Deep Denver Bronco Show, who does a much better job, and there's no way I would even be able to touch the amount of effort that he puts behind in his videos as far as how he breaks down games. So if you're a Bronco fan and you've been watching my videos for like in-depth analysis of games, this is the wrong channel. It's mostly just opinionated, and my passion for football has kind of gone away. I still watch it religiously, and I love football as far as the NFL. But like the passion of certain players, like I did in the mid 2000s, that's kind of gone. I've gotten older, so I just like watching football in general. Them losing to the Colts didn't really do much for me as far as like break my spirit or anything like that. I mean, they've lost the Colts like 3 times now in the playoffs, so they're great. It's like even when Peyton Manning's on the team, he still fucks them. All right, Mad Dog 2001, I'm out.